Hey there, it's Enderverse. Following my past 2 episodes, today I'm releasing the 3rd episode of the underrated mod series. If that type of mods interests you, which I assume is the case, here you will get to discover 20 more. So, watch in the end and let's dive into the video. First off, we have the animated loading screen mod. No explanation is needed here. However, the impact it has can go a long way in modernizing Minecraft as we know it. The mod can also be mixed with other mods to forge a superior launching animation, and it's both harmless and impactful. This is a hilarious mod that makes the foxes blow the goat horn every time they pick one up with their mouth. Dinosaur wasn't lazy here. They also designed it so that the horns would appear in a vertical position, as if the fox is actually using the tune willingly. The mod has been around for over 2 years, and I have no idea how it slipped by me. But here you go, friend. Use it creatively. Jaiz Mobs is an adventure mod adding 20 new mobs into the game. At first, I was a little bit skeptical of the mod. The mod page looked unpromising. However, after launching the game, things were looking, well, good. The mobs here were great, in addition to having good animations and distinctive models. Some are inspired by the vanilla game, while others are of fantasy. Some mobs have different varieties, and you can extract new items and armors from these creatures too. I tried the mod on Forge 1.20.1 using Nitroc Nectar, and it surprisingly worked. Jaiz, the author, has sadly archived the mod, meaning it won't receive any updates for the unforeseeable future. However, it's worth a shot, especially since it's compatible with the Nitroc Nectar mod. This next mod is perhaps the wildest in the list. Everyone, that's the Raxiores Dinosaur mod. Apart from the unfathomable fact that this mod has less than 100,000 downloads, there are a dozen or so prehistoric dinosaurs. The quality here is peerless. With a terrific model and amazing static and active animations, the dinosaurs here sure stand out. Some of the creatures are too giant to be at least 20 blocks tall, and others are tameable through meat and don't even need a saddle to ride them. One thing I wish the author could fix is the passivity of naturally aggressive species such as the T-Rex. Instead of attacking on the spot, the T-Rex is only aggressive when you attack first. With that being said, I really enjoyed the mod, and I think it's one of the better options for simulating a Cenozoic era. This is a data pack that remastered the vanilla game Biomes, but not in a subtle way, I may add, as there are many biomes which were designed from scratch. The data pack did however take care of some vanilla imperfections, making the deep oceans actually deep, increasing flower diversity in certain biomes, along with a temperature-based color tint for certain areas of the world. It is rare a player would use more than 1 or 2 world generation mods. However, if you are starting a new world, I would recommend trying out some of the underdogs such as this data pack. Quite good and very creative too. MAtmos is a mod adding ambient sounds to Minecraft. Mods of this kind are rare. However, I'm not saying this mod is great just because it's rare, but also due to the features it offers. MAtmos ambient sound will have a smart sound system. As you walk around, the sounds you will be hearing will not follow you everywhere. They will be kind of localized in their respective territory. You may come across a forest, hear some birds chirping and slight breeze noises. As you walk past that forest, these noises will start getting subtler and subtler until you can no longer hear them anymore. This applies to when you are inside a house, deep in the caves, or flying too. The mod also features new additions such as dedicated type of music for each biome, inventory sounds similar to the original Dynamic Sounds mod, along with an aggressive lightning bolt sound when it's raining. The mod, I have to admit, have its drawbacks in terms of stability, and the sound diversity isn't too large, but it's getting updated, so a lot of these issues will be fixed, hopefully. This next mod isn't necessarily underrated. It is under 1 month old. However, I thought it would be worth sharing here. This is a decorational mod adding a bunch of furniture pieces. Those pieces are but a few, However, they are of high quality, which makes you wonder, how would the mod look after a full year of development? Some of these decorative blocks are medieval, others modernistic, and some will aid in festive events. The details of each block here is immense. They are non-functional as of now, but as I mentioned earlier, the mod is under a month old, and so it's ripe with creative opportunities. This mod changes the base game animals, overhauling their models and expanding their features. The first thing you'll notice after installing the mod is how detailed the animals are. Some of the cattle will have horns, and chickens will have feathers, enhanced anatomy in terms of the limbs and other parts of the body, along with completely different textures based on the breed of the animal. Game mechanics have also been altered. Animals will have genders and genetics, as in different models based on their parents, and having to find both a female and a male variant to produce a baby. This is great as it increases the realism of farming in Minecraft. Furthermore, there are new interactions with the animals, particularly the horse, as you can make it walk, run fast, or even bow. I really enjoyed the mod, and if you'd like to know more about it, I would recommend watching this video by Peachy, quite informative. Wilderness mod is loyal to its name, as it enforces the foliage in vanilla Minecraft, adding things like tree barks and mossy logs. The mod hasn't updated for 8 months, however its offerings are both lightweight and incurable, so give it a try. It won't crash your mod pack, but will simulate the wild update Mojang has promised. Valkyrien Pirates is an add-on for the Valkyrien Ships mod. Although this project has been mentioned in one of H-Now Squad's videos, I do think it is still underrated. The original mod allows you to build a ship and give it physics and functionality to this helm. This add-on, however, will introduce a bunch of rivaling pirate ships that can shoot cannons at you. Valkyrien Pirates is a terrific mod for role-playing a pirate experience, and with the physics mod you can spice things up even more. Dungeons & Combat is a progressive RPG mod in the list, allowing you to start the journey by choosing your class, each class having a special type of armors and weapons too. Ever since I reviewed the mod a few months back, it has improved tremendously, becoming stabler and better for mod pack use. The thing I admire the most about this mod are the animations. They are quite rich and interactive, especially those of the mimic monster. The species of monsters in this mod differ in terms of their textures and models, each belonging to a certain tribe or culture, shaping a cohesive ecosystem of mobs. Opposite to the beta version, the complete edition of the mod has some of the most impressive bosses, using a wide range of attacks coated with beautiful, non-generic animations. There's also a feature within the mod where certain mobs will sound differently upon damage, which builds on the immersive theme of the mod. Speaking of which, I'm quite keen on seeing a head animation for the mobs. Currently there are none, but it would be a massive plus. One thing I wish would improve too is the attacking animation. It starts and finishes a little abruptly. Some easing in and easing out can be much appreciated. I have a feeling this mod will grow to be a giant, provided of course that the author keeps improving and optimizing their mod. As I was watching some of these mob vs mob videos, I stumbled across a very interesting mod called Experimental Mobs. But I couldn't believe it when I realized the mod has less than 1000 downloads. The bosses here have smooth animations, no stagnant movements or goofy models. Each monster performed impressive attacks, moving fluidly and not stuttering or freezing at all. Subtle effects can also be observed around the bosses, sometimes on their eyes, sometimes around their bodies, which gives the mobs a chilling presence. Despite the mod being terrific as it is, the name is not lying. These mobs are in fact experimental. As of now, there are no specific ways to encounter or summon them. So, there is no point in adding this mod to your mod pack yet. In spite of that, I encourage you to follow the author. Who knows, maybe the next update is one where the bosses get their own unique summoning mechanics or special dungeons to find them all. Pump Desert 2 is a mod all about deserts. New mobs are added, in addition to some ruined structures and overall better alteration for this biome. The mod even has a new boss called the Sandstone Giant, residing in a structure called the Arena. Upon battle, the boss will retreat and release mini tornadoes to take care of you. Although the mod is quite good for any vanilla plus mod pack, I don't like the animations very much. They seem unsynchronized with the mob's speed and surroundings. Also, the rhino feels a bit too small, and this isn't a baby variant by the way. Additionally, the boss summons with the same animation the warden, and has this glitch where you can summon a billion of it. I do apologize for the author if my criticism was a bit too harsh. The mod is headed in the right direction, just needs some improvement in terms of the animations, that is. Grim Statues mod will let you create a statue out of any 2-block high build. Just craft the new statue hammer and sneak right-click the build. Using the palette, you could paste people's skin in here. Just write their in-game name. This mod is perfect for showcasing equipment or pure decoration, and has in fact been used by some creators such as Noxus and Minecraft Guides for the same purposes. You could also animate the statues however you'd like. Still, I have to add that the mod isn't available for Forge and did not update for well over a year. Though with good maintenance, this mod would be a must download for any content creator or anyone who would like to set up a statue of any player. This next mod up brings about 11 new variants of the Iron Golem. Each will resemble the biome they spawned in. I like how the mod is compatible with fresh animations. There are a few bugs as the Iron Golem gets damaged, but usually are not that apparent. This mod offers a similar feature relative to Mojang's latest snapshot, where they added variety to the picks amongst other things. The golems drop different types of flowers based on their biome version. However, I'd like it if they did drop extra items, not necessarily overpowered loot, but just different drops will do. Coupled with mods such as variants and ventures or more mob variants, the biome golems can push the game's diversity further, without disaligning with the direction Mojang is taking. Like the Grim Statues mod, mob statues add new sculptures and wooden carvings. Place them around your house, inside your house, or even next to your bed. With a smaller size and representation of vanilla mobs, the statues here are quite convenient and vanilla friendly too. They are also quite easy to make. Sculpt the stone or carve the wood into different shapes using the vanilla stone cutter. This mod may be outshined by mods such as plushables, but it always takes the lead when it comes to keeping the game quite natural. The Grim Statues mod is sadly lacking in terms of maintenance. There are no force bolts, nor has there been any updates for 6 months. However, it remains a good decoration mod and supports the vanilla game by utilizing the stone cutter as a workbench. Valoria is a magic mod with lots of changes coming to the game, from ancient tombs that release a living corpse at you, to a few new blocks and plants forming and growing in the desert. There's also a new dimension here. However, I have no idea how to access it. The author did not mention how either, so if the creators are watching this, please specify the method on the mod page. With new locations naturally resides new mobs. Most of them are aggressive and have great textures. However, the animations are a bit lacking, along with the models of the mobs. Still, the visuals look magnificent, especially for mobs like the Necromancer. The mod also has a new equipment, from armors with special passive effects to weapons with robust abilities. I love Valoria, and I do hope that the author works on improving the animations of the mobs, along with adding bigger structures. However, there is no rush. The mod is terrific as is. This next mod, Slash Data Pack, adds a new tool called the Flashlight. Using it, you can illuminate several blocks ahead, and it is made using vanilla items. Dynamic lights mod are great, but the reach is reasonably limited. The flashlight, however, has a far-reaching light, illuminating dozens of blocks ahead, rather than just 1 or 2. It also emits beautiful effects while doing it. The flashlight can be turned on and off, and given that it is composed based on a spyglass, you could use it for zooming too. After exactly 5 minutes of runtime, the flashlight will break, so be mindful of its durability. Due to the mod being a data pack as well, it is convenient for everyone, including non-modded players too. Resurrected mod adds a very small collection of prehistoric creatures, most notably the T-Rex. The animals here have a realistic behavior, along with special visual effects like a shaky screen when the T-Rex walks nearby, and an impressive animation for each creature here. The author did a terrific job texturing and modeling these dinosaurs, as the colors and the details really make for a beautiful outlook. The mod isn't released yet, but you can download this beta version from the author's Discord. In keeping with the prehistoric theme, this next mod extends the vanilla fossils, adding in big variants, often referring to the dinosaurs or giants. There are smaller types of fossils, however they are less rewarding to explore, but adds a touch of prehistory nonetheless. The giant fossils usually have whole establishments within them, with a bunch of gold to mine and the cards to fight. This mod is fabulous and will serve well if included in any RPG or prehistoric mod pack. Thanks for watching. This is an ongoing series. I've released 2 episodes already, so be sure to check them out. Like and subscribe if you are enjoying your time here, and I'll see ya in the next one, my friend.